Well, Buddah, where did you feel like you kind of, or just kind of your outing on Saturday? How did you feel like you played, and just the defense overall?
I feel like I wish I could have made more plays, but everybody has a job to do. I feel like I did my job to the best of my ability. With that, plays will come. So, if you ask me personally how I did, like for the team, I think I did great. Like for myself, if I was to think like that, I wouldn't say it was my best game, but that's why we always got another one. So,
Coach I think on Monday said there was some tackling issues, communication. What were you kind of seeing there, and what do you guys how can you guys kind of turn that around for Tech?
We just gotta be more vocal. I feel like that's something personally that I needed to really work on this year, was being more vocal, especially coming from last year, learning and stuff. So I would kind of let KT, kind of take lead more. So I know now my role's bigger, so I had to step up. Like Coach said, we just gotta be more vocal, be on the same page. As long as we're on the same page, everything should be okay. Tackling, that's something that we got to fix. Instead of like, you got some guys, me myself, I had a few plays where I caught myself leaving my feet and just launching instead of running through and keeping my feet motored up through tackles. That's just something that we're working on now. Like today out here, we worked on it some more, and we're just gonna continue to get better.
Game flow, I'm sure, had something to do with it, kind of with what the score was. But you and KT only took about 30, 40 snaps. Kind of as you look towards the rest of the season, how much does it having that much depth maybe allow you guys to stay a little more fresh, so you're getting the best out of your 40 plays instead of maybe having those 70, those 80 plays where it's starting to tire you out a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like, shoot, if we could, I play the whole game. But you need that, you need guys to stay fresh. So, because the best ability is availability. And if everybody's exhausted, then we can't play our best. Guys not going to be able to think straight. So I feel like that depth has really helped us with having the guys we have who can also ball. So, yeah.
Did you happen to catch, or did someone happen to catch that during the game, the announcer spent about 2 minutes talking you up about your pass rushing skills after a Cyrus pass rush because they thought he was wearing 0?
Nah, I did not.
Well, you got some extra praise.
I appreciate that.
And I noticed, again, the college football game updated, and you're still wearing 18. Was there another email sent?
Honestly, I gave up. It is what it is, Maybe on the next update. But, yeah, it's fine, I'll rock with 18, I guess, for right now. Hopefully next year or something, they'll change it. Yeah, I'm not too happy about that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
It's kind of a common theme that Coach Dickert's been talking about, and you guys haven't had to face it yet, but if you are kind of faced with hardship in a game or how you're able to overcome it, he says that's going to be the most important for you guys. How do you kind of keep your cool, or maybe like tone things down if things aren't going your way? Well,
it's like no matter how you feel in the game, it's going to go on. So, you can't be too much in your head. Like, every play is not going to be a perfect play. And once again, that's another thing that I needed to work on a lot, and I'm still working on it. Is because, I like to try to be perfect in everything that I'm doing. And that's something that can hold you back because, you got to understand that everything not going to be perfect. Because the most important play is the next play. So, no matter what, the game is going to keep playing. And you got to be the best you for the team so we can get out there and win.
As far as facing Texas Tech this weekend, it's one of the bigger games that you have on your schedule. How does that motivate you, just with more eyes on this team and wanting to perform well?
Well, this is stuff we want. Like, we don't shy away from anything. So one thing about us, we work in the dark. So that's not something we're worried about. It's just another opponent. And with every opponent, we have the same mission, to go out there and dominate and win. So,
do you guys feel like you're coming in as underdogs? I'm assuming the answer is no, but do you feel like there's something to kind of prove and just
I feel like there's definitely something to prove. Do I feel like we're underdogs? No, I would never feel like that. Yeah, no, heck no.
Buddah, I know there's a lot of similarities between the playbooks and with Texas Tech. Does Arbuckle or does any of the coaches kind of tell you, hey, they might be running this way? Or, I mean, does that ever come into play during practice?
It's pretty similar. So, yeah, a lot of the stuff, we're getting a little heads up on certain little things. It's normal, that's just how it is. So, yeah, they definitely tell us to watch out for certain things. We know their team that likes to air the ball out. And, we know they got, a good running back. So, like I said, that's why we're going to scheme them up, come out with a good game plan, and show them what we do.
Of course, you saw they put up 52 points in their season opener. You guys put up 70. Is this do you expect it to be a shootout or no?
No.
So the nature of college football, obviously, there's a chance to face former teammates. You're facing Josh Kelly this week. Are you close with Josh, or what are you expecting to see from him when he's back in Pullman?
I expect Josh to be Josh, honestly. We all know Josh is a good player. We know what he can do. But we got good players, and he knows what we about. So, yeah, he gonna come out here and it's gonna be a rough day for him. Yeah.
And of course Coach Dickert said that physicality and a lot of these things that you guys can improve on are absolutely improvable from week to week. Mm-hmm. How much has that been a focus this week, and how much do you think the team has grown in that sense in these last couple of days?
I definitely feel like the physicality is something he preaches day in and day out. That's something we gotta have. We gotta be tough. Because a lot of people say that we're not tough. We're not one of the toughest teams, that we don't finish. So that's something that we got to have all 4 quarters, nonstop. And so, yeah.
And this week is a chance for WSU to recognize the late Mike Leach. Mm-hmm. What are your impressions of Leach, growing up as a football player and fan, and what do you know about him?
I don't know personally too much about Leach, but, but from being here, I heard that he was a great coach, and he really changed the way that certain offenses are ran and the way college ball is played. May God rest his soul. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with him.